Hey, how's it going? Alex here from IdeaSpot, and in today's WordPress tutorial, we're going to go through a complete demonstration and review of the LearnDash LMS plugin. You'll learn to build a beautiful online course website just like this one, where users can come, they can check out your courses, and they can enroll in your courses using this really super simple one-click checkout solution. So if this sounds interesting, keep watching. The plugins that we'll need to complete this task are WooCommerce plus a WooCommerce payment gateway plugin such as Stripe or PayPal. Either one is fine. These are the ones I recommend at the moment. I'm going to be using Stripe today. If you've never set these up before, I'll put links in the description. I've covered this in previous videos, all very easy to set up. We're obviously going to need a copy of LearnDash, so if you haven't got LearnDash already, link in the description. I have organized a pretty good discount with LearnDash, so check that out. And also there are 2 free add-ons, WooCommerce integration and Course Grid, that we're going to be using today. You can install those through the WordPress dashboard. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. After purchasing LearnDash and downloading the plugin, you can add it to WordPress through Plugins, Add New, upload the plugin, get the file, install and activate LearnDash. Once you've got LearnDash installed and activated, you'll get LearnDash in your dashboard menu. Let's go to our overview here. First thing you'll want to do is click enter your license and just put your email and your license key in there and go ahead and save your license in. And then you can add the free add-ons through your add-ons menu there and go ahead and install and activate the WooCommerce integration and the Course Grid add-on. I've already done that, so there are a couple other settings I want to do before we get started. Let's go to settings. You'll want to make sure anyone can register is ticked, because this does use membership to WordPress to organize your students. So make sure that's ticked. It usually is unticked by default. So make sure that's ticked and go ahead and click save. Also under permalinks, this is optional, but I'd recommend using the post name permalink. Sometimes it's going to be set to plain or custom, depending on your WordPress install, but I like to use post name. So make sure that's highlighted and go ahead and click save there. So just to reconfirm, everything's good to go. Plugins, install plugins. Make sure you've got LearnDash, LearnDash Course Grid, LearnDash WooCommerce integration, WooCommerce, and WooCommerce Stripe Gateway is what I'm using, but there's also PayPal, which is good as well. So either of those is cool. So now that all our plugins are installed and active, we can go ahead and set up our LearnDash Academy template. So we go to Appearance and Themes. We'll add a new theme. We'll search here for Astra, and then we will install that one. Then click Activate. The first time you activate Astra, you'll get a Get Started button to set up your starter templates. But the other way to get to your starter templates is through Astra Options and install Importer plugin through there. Next, it will ask you to choose a page builder. We're going to be using Elementor today. And the starter template we're going to be using is called LearnDash Academy. Now, you can just search for it in there, or you can just scroll down and find it. Either way is cool. Go ahead and click that one. And we're going to import the complete site. It'll take a moment for that to import. The beauty of using the Astra templates is that you're not limited to the LearnDash Academy page by itself. You can add pages from any of these Astra starter templates. And you could see before there were lots and lots to choose from. I do recommend starting with the LearnDash Academy one though, just to make sure LearnDash is all configured properly. This is probably the quickest way to do it. And then later on, if you'd like to add different styles, you can totally go ahead and get that look that you're looking for. Looks like our import is successful, so we can go ahead and view our site. So here's what our site looks like now. I think the first thing we'll do is go ahead and customize our header a little bit. So let's click Customize. Let's just click our logo there and click Change Image. Let's go ahead and drop our logo in here. So I actually have 2 logos here, a light one and a dark one. So this is blue text, this is white text. So I'm going to use the white text on the transparent header. So let's choose that one. So that looks pretty good there. And on our regular header, we want to use the blue text. So let's go to Site Identity, and we want to change the LearnDash blue one to our IdeaSpot blue logo. We want to skip the cropping. And so that's all done. Now, if you're interested in how I made these, I actually made them for free on logomaker.com. That's makr.com. It's a pretty good little free tool. Very easy to make a simple logo like I've made there. And don't forget to click Publish. You will notice that most of the pages will use the transparent white text logo, but a few of the pages, and particularly the course pages, use the regular blue text logo. So make sure you've got both of those set up. And the other thing I might do just before we get too far ahead of ourselves is customize this main page a little bit. So let's click Edit with Elementor. Now I have loads of Elementor tutorials on my channel, so hit subscribe and come back and watch those later, but I'm going to cover a few of the basics just to get this looking a little bit more customized. So let's click the top tab there and let's go ahead and click style and let's change our background image. Let's remove this guy, click the trash can and let's choose a new image. For this example, let's just grab a free image from Pixabay. I just searched for the word office there. There are a few decent ideas that we could use. Let's go for this one here, shall we? So let's grab this picture of the office and click save and insert. It'll download. If we want to make this blue a little bit less intense, we could click background overlay, and all we need to do here is just reduce the opacity a bit, and you can see a bit more of the image actually comes through. So just back it off a fraction, I think looks a bit better. And you're free to change the colors and the gradient style too. And the text is really easy to change. You can just go ahead and click it and change it to whatever you like. So I'm going to change the title to Idea Spot Tutorials. So I just type that in there, and let's change the description there as well. Let's just call it I'll learn to build a blog with WordPress. But you can basically edit anything just by clicking the element and changing its content. So it's very easy to use. The one thing I will cover is this course grid here. Let's click on the course grid. This is managed by a short code here. Now, I would like to change this to 3 columns. So that is just a matter of typing in col equals 3 with quote marks around it like that. Hit apply. And then we have to go ahead and click update. To see the effect of that new shortcode, we're going to go ahead and just refresh the page. And so if we scroll down, there we go. We've got a much cleaner looking 3-column course grid. So just to recap, all I did was click on the course grid shortcode and added that col equals 3 into our shortcode. So now that we've got the basics covered, we can go back to our dashboard and let's start actually building the course. First thing we'll do is head to LearnDash LMS and let's go to settings. So under settings, we can actually choose the theme colors of LearnDash. So this page obviously uses a lot of blue, so I'm just going to leave these as blue, but suit it to your own branding as you like. We do want to change our logo here, so let's just select our image. And we're going to go with that blue logo that we made from Logo Maker and go ahead and use that image. And we go ahead and click save there. Now we should be good to go. Let's start making a course. Let's click on courses. Now the starter template actually comes with 3 pre-built courses, so you're free to have a look and view them, edit them, have a play around and see how they work. Very simple to use, and it's nice that they've given us some demos that we can see how they work. So let's just make one from scratch, shall we? Let's just go ahead and add a new one. So the courses are built just using the WordPress block editor. Very simple to do. So let's just call this course Introduction to Blogging. And in the course content, you just write a little bit of an introduction about the course there. So I'm just going to paste in some basic content there. And you can add whatever you like in here, really. So you can click this add block and you can add things like images. You can embed videos and things as well. So if you type for, say, YouTube, you could add even a YouTube video in there. You could do this however you like. I'm just going to grab an image from our media library and then pop in a nice picture of related to doing a course. So let's go ahead and publish that. There we go. Now we're going to go to our builder. So the course builder is a matter of building lessons and quizzes. Now lessons can be broken into topics as well. So let's get started building a lesson. So let's click a new lesson. Let's go lesson 1 and click add lesson. So now we've got lesson 1. Let's go ahead and edit that one. This is where we'll just add a bit of an introduction to lesson 1 here. So I'll just paste a little bit of content in there for demonstration, and let's go ahead and click update. There we go. And let's head back to our course and let's add a couple topics into our course as well. So hit that drop down arrow there and let's add a new topic. I'm going to call the topic the Astra theme. There we go. And we click add topic. There we go. Our topic has been added. Let's add one more topic as well. Let's call this customizing your site. And again, we add topic. Now we want to add some content to these topics. So let's just close that little X there and let's click update first. And now we can go ahead and edit our topics. So let's start with the Astra theme. Let's click edit. So this is where we put our lesson topic content. So let's just pop some rough content in there. Click update. And let's do the same thing with our second topic as well, customizing your site. Let's edit that one. And I'll just paste in some demo content here for the demonstration. And what I will do here is show you how to put a video in your course as well. So let's hit that plus button there. Now you can add Vimeo, you can add YouTube. I think if you're running a free course, YouTube would be the best way to go. But if you're running a paid course, I really prefer Vimeo. If you have a powerful enough host that has no limit on upload sizes, you could even host the videos yourself in your media library. But for this demonstration, and I think most cases, Vimeo would be a good choice because it gives you good privacy controls on the video as well as hosting the video for you. So all you do is post a Vimeo URL in there. I'm just going to grab some stock video from vimeo.com and I'm just going to click that share button and grab the link there. And let's go back to our course and go ahead and paste our link in there and click embed. If you wanted to self-host your own video files, you could just do that by just typing in video there, and there you can get one from your media library or upload one into your media library. Just make sure that your hosting doesn't have a restrictive limit on uploading files. You'll find that out pretty quickly if you try to upload a large file and it doesn't work. But I think in most cases, using a professional video hosting service is going to give better performance than trying to host videos using WordPress in most cases. So anyway, let's go ahead and click update. So that's the basics of building a course with lessons, text, and video. Now we're going to create some quizzes for our course. So let's go ahead and see our quizzes. Let's click new quiz, and we'll call this one lesson 1 quiz. Let's click add quiz. There we go. And there we go ahead and click update. And now we can go ahead and edit our quiz. So let's click edit there. So here we just add a little bit of an introduction and maybe some background information that the student will need to complete the quiz. So this is the intro to quiz 1. And let's click update. And then let's go to our builder. So the quiz has no content yet. We have to add questions to our quiz. So let's just add a question here. Let's just call that question 1 and add question. Then we have to click that drop down there. And the question is empty. Click here to edit it. So here we put some info about the question. Let's call the question, have you subscribed to IdeaSpot, and click save. And there are some options for the kind of answers you can choose. So there's single choice, multiple choice, free choice, sorting choice, fill in the blank, and assessment or essay. So my favorite is actually single choice. That allows you to show a variety of answers and only one of them is correct. They have to choose the correct answer. So let's go ahead and put a new answer in here. Have you subscribed to IdeaSpot? Yes. And add answer. And no. Add answer. So let's go ahead and choose that one as the correct answer. And let's remove that one. So we've just got yes and no and our question. So looks all good. Let's go ahead and click update. So obviously if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's a great chance to go ahead and do that. Now let's have a look at the quiz settings. So under the quiz settings, you have to have an associated course. That is already our introduction to blogging. That's all good. Associated lesson or topic. We want the quiz to appear after the second topic. So that's customizing your site. You can actually require other quizzes to be passed before you can do this quiz. I don't have any other quizzes built yet, but totally up to you. If you'd like someone to do quiz 1 before they can do quiz 2, you can require them that there. And also allowed users, only registered users can take this quiz. If you untick that, you could actually add that quiz to anywhere on your page and maybe take quizzes from unregistered users if you'd like. So interesting little feature there, but let's click update. There are a few other cool features like passing score. You can set a time limit and retake the quiz limit, those kind of things. Plenty of other options you can look at, but I've left all these on default. It works totally fine. So let's go back to our quizzes and let's go back to our courses. And we're working on introduction to blogging. So let's go back to edit. So we're nearly done. Let's have a look at our course settings here. Now there are a few things we need to look at here. Most of these can be left on default, but course content, do you want that to be always visible or only visible to enrollees? Now, this is just the actual list of lessons. It doesn't allow people to look at the course content. So this can be a good way of advertising the course, just showing what the lessons and topics are. Or you can just hide it completely and only make it visible to people who are enrolled. I'm going to just leave it always visible. And the other thing we want to look at is the access mode. By default, this is set to open. You can make a free course, but it requires registration and enrollment. Open means anyone can go ahead and go into the course, but we want to set our course to closed and sell it using WooCommerce. Now, we have to set up a price here. I'm just going to make it, let's just make it 10 cents for this demonstration. And let's go ahead and click update. And the button URL, this is important. This is what sends the user to the checkout. So we're going to set up a one-click checkout. We haven't done that yet, so we'll come back to this later, but this is a really cool feature that lets us do a one-click checkout in LearnDash. So let's have a look at that a bit later. The other things worth looking at here are the prerequisites. You can require them to complete other courses first. I'm not going to have any prerequisites for this course. And you can change the course progression. So linear requires people to go through the course in step-by-step. Freeform allows the student to go through the course in any order they like. So let's just leave that one on linear, totally up to you. And let's go ahead and click update. One more little thing to cover under course page. We do want to set a featured image for all our courses. I didn't manage to do that when I was setting that up. So let's go ahead and do that now. And let's choose one of these images. So let's just go with this woman typing on the keyboard for now and set that as our featured image and click update. So now if we go back to our main page, we can see we've got our new introduction to blogging course. It's all been built down here. It costs 10 cents, as we said before, and it goes into our 3-column grid. I might actually just delete one of these just to make it neater. So let's go ahead and do that. So there we go. Now we just have the 3 courses in our grid. Now, one thing we should add is a short description to our course grid. So let's go ahead and do that. So back under LearnDash courses, let's go and edit the course. Let's go to settings and scroll right down the bottom to the course grid settings and write a short description in there. Let's just say, welcome to our beginner tutorial. Let's build a blog together, and click update. Now when we reload our main page, we've got a little bit of a short description there. Now, given that we are trying to sell this course for our demonstration, we need to set up a WooCommerce product for this course. So let's go ahead and do that now. So back on our dashboard, let's go to products and let's add new. We are going to call this one Introduction to Blogging. There we go. And we go down here, we wanted to select virtual as our product data. And we are going to drop this down and we're going to choose course. And then we're going to go to our LearnDash courses and we're going to choose the relevant course for our product. So this is Introduction to Blogging, and we'll put our price in there. We're just going to go with 10 cents as our demonstration price. And the only other thing I wanted to do here was set a product image as well. Let's make sure that's the same as our featured image that we're using on our grid. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and click update. Now there are a few WooCommerce settings we need to change to make sure this works properly. So let's go to WooCommerce and settings, and we're going to go to accounts and privacy. And this is important here. Now we don't want to let customers place orders without an account because they need to be able to be enrolled. So we need to select this one, allow customers to log into an existing account, and we need to allow customers to create an account during checkout. So we don't need them to create an account on the My Account page, but when they do create an account, automatically generate a username using their email, and when creating an account, automatically generate an account password. Now, we can untick that one and they can make their own password during the checkout, but I think generating a secure password is a better way of doing it. So by doing that, WordPress will automatically email them their username and password after they enroll. So let's do it like this for this demonstration. Then we just have to scroll down and click Save Changes. Now, finally, this is one of the best features of this LearnDash Academy template. We go to CartFlows and we go to Flows. Now, CartFlows is what allows us to design that really nice one-click checkout. And you can also use it to design really cool splash pages, landing pages that have the checkout embedded in there as well. But for this demonstration, what we're going to do is we're just going to clone a copy of this content marketing course CartFlow that's already been built and included with LearnDash. So let's go ahead and clone that one. And we're going to call this one Introduction to Blogging. There we go. And we click Update. And then we just have to change the product that it's associated with. So let's click Edit on this middle one with the checkout flow there. So let's click Edit. And then we scroll down here and we select the product. And instead of content marketing, let's remove that and let's choose Introduction to Blogging. So that should pop up in a second. I just had to type 3 characters in there to get that to show up. So let's select that course and let's click Update. There we go. Now we can actually edit this with Elementor and we can see what the checkout page looks like, and we can really customize it and get it looking really cool. So this is our secure checkout. We can actually customize that header, and our actual checkout goes in there, and we've got some stuff down here that we can customize as well. So you're totally free to click and edit that content and work around your checkout and make an even better checkout than what you would get normally with WordPress and Elementor. So that's totally easy to do, but let's just head back to our dashboard and head back to the dashboard here. And let's go ahead and look at our introduction to blogging CartFlow again. Now, because we used a clone of the content marketing, we are just going to rename content marketing on these to match our course. So let's open these in new tabs and edit them. And we just have to replace the name on each of these. So it's going to be introduction to blogging there. And it's going to be called the landing. And we want to change the URL slug there as well. So let's change that to introduction to blogging. And let's use lowercase for that. There we go. Let's hit update. And just repeat the process on the next 2 pages. Let's just skip ahead. So back on our flows page, let's reload that. And there we go, they're all looking pretty good. So we can have a look at what our checkout looks like now. So let's view that one in a new tab. So this is what our checkout will look like. Very clean and simple, 1 page, easy to fill out. Place the order and it automatically enrolls the student. The other things that we've got here is a custom thank you page. After they pay, they see this page. So this is actually a pretty cool thing that we can do. We can edit that with Elementor, and let's make a button that will take them back to the actual course, and so they can start working on their course. So that is just a matter of going and searching for a button, dragging that button on there, and we are going to center the button, and let's just call this one start your course now. And let's just grab a link to the course. So under courses, introduction to blogging, let's just copy that view link there, go back to Elementor and paste the link in there. And let's click update. So now when someone buys the course, they'll get the thank you page and they can just click that button and go straight to the course. They'll also get an email from WooCommerce that gives them their account details as well. So just a few things you can do to make the user experience just that little bit better. So now back on our CartFlows, the important thing to do now is to grab our checkout flow page. So let's go ahead and let's just copy the link for the actual checkout. And then let's go back to our LearnDash courses. We want to edit the introduction to blogging, go to settings. And this is really important. We want the closed button URL, we want that to link to the introduction to blogging checkout that we built in CartFlows. So that really gives it that nice user experience flowing through the cart and to pay for the course. So this is a really important step. So let's hit update there. Now I think we are pretty much 99% good to go. So let's view our course website from an incognito window to see what a new user would see. So let's scroll down. This is the course we just built. Let's go ahead and click that one, Introduction to Blogging. It's got our course here. We've got our introduction. We've got that image that we set in there. You can see the topics, but you can't actually view any of these actual lessons yet unless you've enrolled. So if you wanted to take the course, let's click Take the Course, and that will take us to our CartFlows checkout. And if we wanted to buy the course, we just have to fill in our details. So I've just gone ahead and filled in my details. I'm just using the test mode for the credit card processing, and then we go ahead and click place order. There we go. It'll generate an email that we can look at our login details here. So it generates a password automatically for the user, and it generates your username there based on your name that you entered in the checkout. And sends us to our thank you page where we can go ahead and start our course now. And there we go. So we can start introduction to blogging. It'll say that we are 0% complete. We can go down here, expand. We can start taking our lessons. Once you've read the lesson, you mark as complete. Same with lesson 2. And you go ahead and you can go to your quiz and start your quiz. Have you subscribed to IdeaSpot? Well, now's your chance. Go ahead and click yes, and let's do the quiz. So there we go. The quiz is finished. We got 100%. So let's click to continue. And there we go. And we are pretty much complete. We can mark complete. And there we go. 100% complete introduction to blogging. So that's all there is. That is what the student's experience would be like for that little course that we just built. They can obviously go to my account anytime they want to and see their courses that they're enrolled to and access that there. So all pretty cool. Let's go back to home. We can even see that this introduction to course is completed now. So it flags it when you finished your course. One other thing that's worth talking about really quick is under CartFlows flows. We didn't talk about this landing page. Let's view that landing page. Now, this is a really cool page that they've designed in Elementor. You can click edit with Elementor and customize it to your liking. But this is great if you're doing email marketing or Facebook advertising or something like that, and you want a nice, good landing page that you can send your viewers to. They can read about your course and go ahead and link them straight to the checkout page. So that's a good way of marketing courses as well. And so it'll link them straight to that checkout and they can go ahead and enroll in the course. It'll take them to that thank you page as we saw before. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. In conclusion, I definitely think LearnDash is my personal favorite LMS system at the moment for WordPress. Besides having a ton of features, I definitely think having that CartFlows optimized checkout system is just going to convert so much better than the other LMSs, and ultimately you'll just make more sales using LearnDash. If you don't have LearnDash already, definitely check it out. Hit that discount link in the description there and get started right now. Besides selling courses on your website, you can also sell ebooks, you can sell customized merchandise through print on demand. I've made videos on these before as well. Definitely worth checking those out too. Good luck with your e-commerce store. Thanks for watching. Hit like if it's been useful. I'll see you next time.